But we got a session to get to today, boys. So we are ending at 2 on the dot. Perhaps before. Is what it is.
Actually, it's actually 2 p.m. because I'm back in Virginia now.
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Does that
He
mean
returns.
I
Eli
am.
crossover IRL coming soon?
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a couple of months, so.
Mayhaps. Live endless session?
Question mark?
Well, in honor of you being back in Virginia, Eli, could you do the honors of giving the recap?
Yes, I can. All right, let me look at my notes.
Good plan.
Let's see. Jeez, how long is the notes for this session? Oh my god, what do we do? Okay. So we meet Tharl Pyre.
Well, that was
And
the
a lot of
previous
this session
session.
was like, wait, hold on. I'm looking for the dates then.
Because you met him in session 11.
Oh no. So this is was our previous session on the 4th. Let's see.
That would have been 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, sorry. I meant we met him we convened with him there.
Okay.
Yeah, because we'd already met him. Okay, so a lot of the session was getting ready to go to Auberlet. Yeah, we were given a gift. It was a metal device called a boiler, and that is going to help us sort of detect the level of demon activity and how strong the demon is. So yeah, it was pretty cool. We found out that Kenora was going to be joining us. And so we were all like, ooh, this is a little bit awkward because Kenora, kind of like some of us, kind of doesn't like others of us. Yeah. So we are getting into a pod, and it's like, okay, we're going to Auberlet. And at this point, Tecton gave Kenora a prosthetic arm. It was pretty cool. We descended to this. The Auberlet is in this thick fog, and the ground is spongy, and it's all just damp and moist in all the worst ways. And all of the trees are fucked up and stuff. So yeah, we go in there and we meet. Nobody's there. Well, I mean, people are there, but they're all kind of bugging out. And we meet this Earth Ganassi, and he's like, "Oh my God, put away your weapons, please." And we're like, "We don't even have our weapons drawn. What's up?" And he's
Chill
like,
out,
"No,
dude.
as soon as you bleed, you're." Yeah, and so we're like, "So if you bleed, you're gonna turn into metal." That's what he says, and we're all like, "Oh, that's
Sure
that
about
sounds
that?
great." Yeah, no, I mean it's. I mean, I wouldn't, I wouldn't look past it as an option, just turning into metal. But so then he started telling us all this stuff that happened, and then eventually we meet the Baroness of Auberlet, and she's like, this is what happened. There was this ant-like creatures going around, big ass insects going around. In particular, she met something that had 6 legs and the torso of a man. So yeah, not great. So then, it's all this stuff's going on. A bunch of people are taken to the cemetery and stuff. But in particular, one thing we noticed was that the blacksmith was taken. He was ripped from his blacksmithing space, and yeah. So we're like, okay, that's interesting. Moving along. Oh yeah. So then we find out. Sorry, a lot happened this session. So what we find out, and was particularly emphasized, is this guardian spirit, the little fox that was going around and sort of protects and gives life and vitality to Auberlet. It's gone now, and everyone's like, ah, we're screwed. We're like, okay, let's get to the bottom of this. So first we go and we go to the cemetery where there's a bunch of metal there. We see that the metal is called antimony, and it's commonly used as a flame retardant. It's also used to conduct electricity, and it's highly explosive. So we're like, that's kind of interesting. They don't want fire, but they want it to explode. And then, yeah. So someone shoots at Matthias. He kind of aura farms and just like dodges and grabs the arrow before it hits me. So it is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. So then at this point we're like, okay, we need to like, go and meet like the logger people because they have information, and we go and meet the logger, and he really doesn't like us. But he agrees to. His name is Marcel, by the way. He agrees to like tell us more information if we give him protection and money, and then I put in parentheses and a dragon apparently. So that was kind of interesting. So he tells us what happened. He tells us about how he accidentally killed like well, he didn't accidentally kill it, like he injured the guardian fox, and then someone came up and killed it, and it was like all this terrible shit was happening. So then we're like, okay, this is like really not great. So then he goes back to the logger camp, and we're like, okay, we should probably just like go back to the inn and like regroup and that kind of stuff. And then we come across this bonfire that has like spelled out in knives Ashen Vale, and then there's a scarecrow there, and it says, "You are not safe. The Ashen Vale will fall. Leave with your lives or die with the rest." And we're like, man, the fuck I look like. And we start to pull the head off the scarecrow to see who it is, and that was the big reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
That's what I got.
about right. Where we pick up, all of you watch as the hood of the scarecrow is removed. Underneath, all of you are able to see, again, like a humanoid face there. As you look, I mean, this individual seems to be on the older side for probably a human, 40s or 50s, grizzled looking, with a series of scars and cuts across the face, it seems. But none of you would actively recognize who this individual is. And that's why it's all the more disturbing when you can see Harriman begin to take a few shaky steps back. One after another. And Cade, what is your reaction to when Harriman starts screaming as the eyes of this severed head begin to glow?
Okay, he is going to start backing up, and he is going to make sure everyone else is seeing this, and all of these also backing up. And he's going to say, Harriman, what do you know? Who is this?
Harriman is not responding. In fact, he is now like collapsed to his knees, like hands on the side of his head, and he's just like murmuring gibberish. You begin to see all around him rocks and sticks and other small objects are beginning to rise as his telekinetic aura is expanding.
Huh, okay. Kate is gonna try and just like, he's gonna try and just like touch him, like shake his shoulders a little bit and be like, Harriman, are you there?
Try and touch him. Go ahead and make a spirit save.
Probably shouldn't have done that. Let's find his spirit. Okay. One save.
One save.
One success.
Gotcha.
Right.
Then, in this moment, as you touch Harriman, you see visions. Visions of a mercenary company. You can see Harriman, Bodig, Modwin in uniform, actually. You see that there's a flash, and Harriman is talking to uh, what appears to be a group of people somewhere. You think maybe towards like the Bospora area, but as they talk, you can see Harriman seems to be getting unnerved, scared. Then there's another flash. You see ruined buildings. You can see strange symbols carved into walls of this town. You see that there is blood everywhere. Then there's another flash. You can see this individual, Cade. You can see him talking to Harriman in a similar uniform as him. More flashes, hundreds of more flashes, Cade, most of which are going so fast now that you can't adequately tell what they are. Eventually, you just have to like pull away as you fall to the ground. The rest of you, Eisen, Tecton, Matthias, you can see as Cade falls away, Harriman gives like one last bellow. I'm gonna need all of you to make a physical save.
Oh boy.
What you guys got?
Which one was me?
2 successes.
Okay.
One success.
See. Uh,
Matthias got 2 successes.
Gotcha.
successes.
Gotcha. Then, Cade, you would take 5 damage from flying objects. The rest of you would be fine.
Nice. Okay.
Taking that on stamina, I hope,
That's
Cade?
on stamina.
Okay.
Yep.
Then as you dodge these objects, the rest of you look around, and a stillness has come over the area. As you can see, Harriman has passed out into unconsciousness. And you still, though, see kind of like the glowing of the eyes is still there. And then there's a secondary glow. As Tecton, you would turn your head, and coming from kind of like the north, there would be a flash of green kind of in the sky.
They were talking about flashes of green, right? For the people that live here,
Yeah. The guys
green
said
light.
it happens like every 2 or 3 days or whatever.
Well, auspicious, don't you think?
Just a little bit.
I don't know what that means.
It's alright, I don't think you need to. As in here, have a caramel.
Oh. We going over there?
That's a great question.
Well, I think we should get Harriman somewhere safe. Not exactly a great spot to leave him.
I'd agree, especially if someone walks by him. If he... Do any of you know what just happened?
I touched him, and I saw visions from his past. Harriman knows this person. They were in the same uniform in Bospora, I think, somewhere. I don't know who they are or what their relationship is, but Harriman does know them.
Hmm.
Well, I think we should bring Harriman into town, leave him at an inn, and then we can go check out the cool lights.
Yeah,
We
we.
can't leave him out here, so we need to. Yeah, we should probably bring him back into town.
So you guys continuing to head back to Auberlet?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to put the weapons back in the box.
Mhm.
I don't have any.
Alright, we're putting the weapons back in the box.
Gotcha. Then, weapons back in. Who's trying to carry Harriman?
I'll do it.
Okay. Make a physical check for me.
Boy. 3 successes.
Easy. You're able to throw Harriman over your shoulder, fireman style, and carry him. And as you guys continue to progress, slowly, carefully, in the early hours of the morning, all of you are able to return to Auberlet. The town is empty, essentially deserted, really, as you make your way back in. What are you guys doing?
Well, we do have a target on our back, so do we just want to leave him at the inn? It kind of sounds like a bad idea.
I mean, honestly, like our best bet is probably leaving with the Baroness. Like, seems like one of the only people that we've met and that we should trust.
That Earth Genasi seemed pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I just don't want to split up the group even more.
So I guess the Baroness was in the inn or whatever.
Yeah.
So you guys heading to the inn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, early in the morning, you stumble inside of the inn. There's like a single candle that's up. No one else is, down here on the main floor. It looks like, most of the rest of the place is kind of like locked up. And you can see like there's a small bell at the front if you need to get people's attention.
Okay. Can I ring it?
Yes, Isaac, you can ring it.
He's gonna go ring the bell.
Ting ting. Nothing.
I ring it again.
Ting ting ting. Maybe you need to ring it louder, Eisen.
I grab it and I start smashing it on the door.
But you can see, eventually, the innkeeper, Porter Talbot, kind of makes his way out. Oh, you're all back.
Hey,
Hello?
we need I think we need a room.
A room? Yeah, okay. Be 5 gold pieces.
I'll
I
hand him
left my
5 gold
wallet in the
pieces.
car.
I'll hand him 5 gold.
take the 5 gold, kind of fiddle around, and hand you back a key. And he'll go and he'll unlock the door to like the stairwell and like kind of motion for you up. Second door on your left.
Thank you. Sorry for the late hour.
That's fine.
I think Eisen is gonna go to the second door on the right.
I'll smack him on the back of the head. No, it
Oh, he said on the left.
was the right. Look at your hands.
Hold up the two
Make
L's.
an Which one is an L?
This one. He's gonna hold up his right hand.
No, it's the other one.
Tecton, that only works if you can spell.
Alright.
Here.
Oh,
And you can
cow.
see Kenora will like pull out like a pen and will just write left on your left hand and right on your right hand.
Okay. Oh, okay. I guess I'll carry him to the right door then.
Now, Connor, do you mean the right door or the right door?
No, the correct door.
Yes.
We have to clarify this.
My bad.
Eisen plays limbo with the bar, and he is a winner. But open the door, and as you look inside, a single queen-size bed.
This is
Solid.
fine.
Just
Determined on the bed.
yeah.
Gently, gently, gently.
Yes. Gently. Avoiding cuts.
Very gingerly.
Really? Yeah, you
Speaking
can
very
do that.
carefully.
Tuck him in and everything.
As you do, you can see the blanket starts to like float for a few seconds. Eisen, you have to like tamp it down.
Burrito him.
Burrito him. Okay. On this warm summer's eve, you burrito him.
Oh boy.
What is cooking in those blankets? None wish to know.
It's gonna reek when we come back.
It's okay. It'll protect them from being cut or having anything to make them bleed.
You should leave a glass of water. He can use his mind to drink. It's not like he needs his arms.
You can see Kenora will take out her water skin and will kind of like find a cup in the room, pour out some water, and put it next to Harriman.
All right.
Now the question is, are we trying to get any rest, or are we heading out immediately?
When did we get here?
You got here like 10 a.m. today. Right now it's about 3 a.m.
Okay. It's approximately
Here a
the
while.
average time. Yeah, approximately the average time a human's awake. But we're not mere mortals.
Jesus Christ.
We are mighty.
How's everybody looking stamina-wise?
I have nothing hit.
I'm only missing 4, so I'm good.
Kenora is a-okay.
I mean, I lost that 5 stamina, but that's about it.
Anyone have any abilities that need to be reset?
I don't think I do.
Guessing not.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't
Keep going.
think I do. I mean, I just have that. I still have my one like information poll that I can do. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did the research, so I just need to. Yeah.
Save that for a good moment.
Yeah.
I mean, we could. Just keep going.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want
Honestly,
to.
if you find, just keep going.
If we want to leave Harriman alone, but we certainly could.
I mean, honestly, I think we do need to get going. I have a feeling that for the next, and until something else, until another cliffhanger happens, I think that Harriman will be out.
Are you looking at the camera
Yes.
when you say this?
Yes. He's gonna look at the
Since
camera
it
and
turned
be
and
like,
looked
"I
at
have
the
a
camera.
feeling."
The camera turns
Yeah.
around. It sees me at my desk.
and says, "I think that
Giggling maniacally.
for the next little while, I think Harriman will be out, and there's not much we can do about it."
Oh,
Hmm.
always there. Yeah, we should go exploring. I mean, well, the other question is, do we want to wait till morning?
Well, if that's the case, then we should just rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's why I'm asking. Like, do we want to, or do we want to keep exploring at night?
Well, if
From
we
what we
wanted to go,
know, go ahead.
if we wanted to explore the light, I think that only happens at night.
Okay. The options I could think of right now is take a quick rest and get all stamina back, and then go exploring when it's morning, or go now and see if we find anything at night.
I think it's worth just trying to get a little bit of a look at the green light right now,
Okay.
just to see.
So
Yeah, and
we
we
should
should head
write
out.
Harriman a note.
Yeah.
On the ceiling, so he can read it.
Yeah, I'll basically write Harriman a note saying we're planning to head north to investigate the green light some more. We saw it right after you passed out.
Gotcha.
Just explaining what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna write a note on the ceiling saying "waiter" with an arrow pointed to the water.
I see. Both Tecton and Harriman, Tecton and Eisen can take a hero point.
We must make sure he is informed, because otherwise Ryan's going to be very confused when he comes back.
He's gonna be confused regardless.
We say this as the
He
camera
will be more
pans, seeing
confused.
Ryan at his desktop watching this VOD. Now Ryan is posting in the comments section saying, "Yes, it's me."
I am very confused. All right. We head out then?
Yeah, let's go.
To adventure.
To adventure. Yippee.
I'm assuming you can unlock the door from the inside, right? It locks from the outside and you can unlock on the inside.
Yes, you can unlock from the
Okay.
inside. It would be a very strange door at an inn if
I know, I'm making
if
sure.
someone
Sometimes
outside
things are
could lock
strange.
you in. What type
Sometimes
of fucked
things
up
are
horror
strange,
show?
Colin. I don't know, Colin, you tell me. You
What is this
made this.
H.H. Holmes ass in going on, bro?
Yeah, what the shit? Kind of saw ass place is this?
So
I guess lock the entrance and head out.
Detective, you've been locked inside your hotel room. Inside, you have a cup of waiter. Inside the cup, it's a key. But where does it
You must
go?
consume the waiter.
But yes, guys can get ready after you leave the note. And are you setting down the road?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless we don't want to go down the road, but I would assume we want to go down the road because the road is less
So-
dangerous.
It's still
Yeah.
dark. I don't want to run into the trees.
Yeah. So, down
Gotcha.
the road.
Then, Chris, can you roll a D100 for me first?
Oh boy. Let's go.
You're good.
53.
Eli. D100.
Wait, sorry, I was coughing. I'm kind of sick right now. What was asked of me?
Can you please roll a D100?
Oh, yes.
Just to make sure you don't get cut.
Oh, balls, this again.
Eli. Oh my god.
Ooh,
Oh my god. Dude.
cold with it.
Okay.
Duality of man. Jesus Christ, Eli.
Yeah.
Hey, as
Dude,
you're
I saw
actually...
0 and 0, and I kind of forgot how the D100 worked, and I was like, no way did I just get 0, dude. And then I was like, oh, wait, that's 100.
Oh, wait. Well, actually, as you're walking along, you pass by like a group of statues, Cade. But as you're passing by, you notice that there's something kind of like wedged into the ground at their feet, like it had fallen by the wayside. You found a pouch of 75 gold pieces, Cade, as you're walking along.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, I kind of feel like, when Peter Griffin puts out $1 and he has like a cage above it and he's like, can't wait to see what idiot falls for this. And he goes back and runs and comes up and falls into his own cage. That's kind of how I feel right now picking up the money.
I mean, you could leave the money if you want.
I just feel like I kind of deserve to get shot if I get this money.
Brother, just take the money.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
I'll take the money.
Okay. Tecton, D100, please. You're good.
I saw
Finally,
that one. I was
yeah.
like, no.
Finally, Eisen.
You're.
Ooh,
I
ooh.
got a feeling you got everything you wanted. I don't know if that's good.
Oh, it's good enough since you're on the road.
Whew.
But you make it back to the crossroads where the scarecrow was as the sun is rising. At this point, though, the scarecrow is gone. All of the things that have been placed at the crossroads are gone, cleaned up, as if they were never there. Keep on pushing north up the road.
Yep.
Right? Keep on going. As you do, ahead with the sun rising, you can see a few things. You can see the Lawn River, which kind of has this burgundy color to it, Matthias. Kind of like this rusty metal. And even from here, as you're kind of going up a small slope and down, like there's bubbles all over this river, almost like it's festering in certain locations. You can see that there is a bridge, Eisen, that can theoretically cross the river a few miles ahead. However, this bridge is looking in rough condition, to say the least. Like, there are huge bits and pieces missing from this thing. Finally, though, Tecton, as you're walking, you would see a church, kind of on an elevated spot next to the river, just standing there, isolated. You would recognize it as a Church of the Empresses. And finally, you'd be able to see Cade very far away, just at the edge of your vision that you'd be able to catch. Just a little farmhouse sitting kind of on the river as well. Where are you headed, fellas?
Well, we were gonna go to the light, right?
We have a general idea of where it was, or was it just north?
It was northwest.
Okay.
Oh, right, I can see it now. I did not have the whole. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Mm.
I was like, where is it? Oh,
Yeah, I was just kind of sitting here like, well, I don't know
No,
what to
you're
tell you,
right. It's my
fellas.
bad. That's my bad.
This weird green thing is here.
What could it be?
Hmm.
I haven't really heard
Uh,
anything about the church, have we?
Mm, maybe.
I think anyone said anything super.
I mean, I think someone mentioned it at some point, but I honestly don't know what they said, and I don't think I wrote anything down.
It was mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't remember where it was mentioned. Um,
um,
that's right. They went. People tried to go to the church, and no, they came back.
Oh,
and nobody can what? Nobody came back?
Nobody came back.
All right, we're not going to church then.
why not?
Because I'm gonna try and pole vault across the river instead. Not really. All right, maybe we should go and just check out just how unsturdy this bridge is. Maybe, Tecton, you're an
Quarter of
artificer.
a mile.
Quarter
You
of a
can pole
mile?
vault a quarter of a mile. Come on.
On what?
You can pole vault that far.
Like one of the shortest points too.
Yeah, the isthmus, that's what it's called. Um, okay, we can. I mean, honestly, I don't trust going to that little farmhouse. That looks like a death trap. And so does the church. I mean, the bridge is like a different kind of death trap. Um, but like it feels like we could move a little bit more at our own pace. Um, we go there. Maybe Tecton can like, you know, pull one of these. Like, we can go across.
I don't know if bro's enough mats right now.
Like
Oh,
pod.
thank you for the poll, Colin.
You're welcome.
That's nice.
One, you see
There's a secret death trap.
One,
I
two,
vote that
three.
one.
Low key, that secret death trap might be better. Um,
Just
if we're
based off
trying to
the
go
way
to
the
the,
river is moving, the light is on the other side of it, right?
Yeah,
Or was?
likely.
Okay.
all right. I mean, low key, I think we should just try and go across the bridge. I mean, we can just turn back if not.
So are you guys going with the bridge?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can work our
I
way back
guess.
after that, assuming we live through death trap number 3.
Gotcha. And as you're progressing forward, is there anything you'd like to do or talk about as you are approaching the bridge?
Hmm.
If not, then make it to the bridge. You can see it is crumbling with these strange vines growing all over this thing. On the other side, you can just barely see this silent manor a few miles away, sitting on an overgrown estate, the Auberlet Manor. And you can see there's a road that goes to the manor itself, and one that goes more northwestward. But the bridge is in front of you. You can see kind of towards the middle, there is a spot where most of the bridge has been torn away, fallen into the river itself. And there's probably a span only about 5-10 feet across, made of crumbling stone, and take you to the other side. Who's going first, boys?
Matthias will, I guess.
Matthias. Okay. Then, as you begin to creep across this bridge, Matthias, how are you doing so?
Matthias is, he's gonna go with, I guess, what looks like the sturdiest parts, and yeah, he's just gonna just go straight for it. He's not gonna take a try and test everything.
Gotcha. Then, as you go across, bit by bit, only going the sturdiest parts, right?
Yeah.
Keeping your eye on your surroundings, or are you looking at the bridge itself? Like, what are you doing as you creep?
He's probably looking at the bridge just to
Gotcha.
make sure that he doesn't like lose his footing or anything.
Mm-hmm. Then go ahead for me and make a physical check, benefit 1.
Alrighty. I don't even remember what benefit 1 is.
So that increases like the range of
It's
successes. So it's a 4, 5, or 6. So greater than 3.
nice. Greater than 3 now. 3 successes.
3 successes. Then, as you're going across, as you're reaching the kind of narrowest part of the bridge, and as you're looking beyond, Matthias, you'd be able to catch sight of the traps. There are a series of runes carved subtly into the stone, covered over with dirt, or under rocks. Not been just kind of set down, but there's just a little bit of a glow, enough for you to see it. This bridge is a death trap. However, with careful movement, the traps could be avoided. But it's certain that some individuals did not want people crossing over this bridge anymore.
Matthias will call out, I guess, what he sees, just so the others know.
Gotcha. What do you do from there?
I guess Matthias will keep going. He'll make sure to avoid that.
Gotcha. Then, with your previous physical check, carefully, you creep through the magical runes, an occasional tripwire or two. You make it to the other side of the bridge.
Okay.
So we all have to make it across now, everybody, and I'm assuming there's going to be a check for us as well.
Most likely.
Fair assumption. Um, there is an idea that could limit the number of people who have to make the check. However, it also involves people going in a box.
Baby in a box. And who's going in a box? And where is this box? How did you get a box?
We just saw him
My
have his box.
my pocket
Mm.
dimension. I could stick
Oh.
you guys in it for as long as it takes me to get across, and then you reopen it on the other side. And you'd have to climb out, but we don't have to do that. I know that's kind of constraining
What
and
happens
potentially
if
risky
you...
with demonic activity.
I'm sorry if this is, maybe a bit of a rude question, Tecton. What happens if you die while we're in the pocket dimension?
Do I know the answer to this question?
Nope.
Not a clue. That's
So,
why I said it was a suggestion.
right. Nora's just gonna, like, look you up and down, and she's just gonna nod to herself.
We can also all attempt it. I'm okay with that as well.
Okay, but before anyone else goes, could Cade maybe like get a little bit closer to the bridge and kind of start looking around? And he basically wants to make a mental check to try and map out what like the best way to get across is, mostly so that you have to take like the least amount of steps possible, or this is where you need to place your foot. The idea is that like we all can like take like the same path so that no one has to be like on their feet like, oh, what do I do here? But like I want there to be like a plan so we can be like, oh right, when you get to this part, make sure you step over this.
Gotcha, yeah. Go
You
ahead and
know,
make a mental check at benefit 1, because Matthias called everything out.
very cool. Can I use scientist for that?
I wouldn't say
Or
so, no.
all right, 66. 66. Yes, greater than 3.
Hey,
4 successes.
Then yeah, as you take some time, you go ahead, you take out a piece of like graph paper, you make a graph of the bridge kind of on the graph paper. And then as you start to go through, you map the ideal route on the paper to like reproduce it.
All right, awesome. Who would like to who would like to test out the map?
I want to go last.
You want to go last? Okay.
I can go
I
first. See, like Kenora would step up and she'd request a copy of the map.
all right. I will make a copy for her, or I will show it to her. Or yeah, yeah.
Okay. Then with your map plus the knowledge that like all of the traps are there, this amounts to flat benefit 2 all these rolls. So Kenora would attempt to go across to Matthias. You can see following the map takes her maybe like 15 minutes, Cade, but carefully going along your plotted path, watching her steps. Eventually, Kenora goes and meets up with Matthias. All right, that wasn't too bad.
Isaac's gonna give her 2 thumbs up.
Kenora will just give you 2 thumbs up.
All right. You go next. Where does Cade want to go?
Oh, this is embarrassing. I was muted. I would like to go.
Okay.
Okay. Could you leave a copy of the map with us?
Yes, I will leave. I will copy the map down so each of us has one.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Then, as you dispense a copy to Tecton, to Eisen, you can go ahead and make a physical check at benefit 2.
Right. This is my physical. Okay. Greater than 2. Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Let's see.
I have 1 success.
Any
Do
hero
you need a
points?
reroll?
Or I don't know if I have any hero points, honestly. Nope,
I
no
can
hero
give you a
points.
reroll.
Okay, that would be great.
Reroll it.
Alright.
Okay. Then,
2 successes.
with 2 successes, as you're making your way across, following your own map, there comes a point where, like, you're going, and you realize you've begun to sweat, Cade. As kind of, despite the fog, it's starting to heat up on this summer's day. Just a little bit. And that, combined with your nervousness, has caused part of the map to smudge. And you're just kind of there in the middle, not knowing what to do. You don't know which step to take. And you call back to Tecton, who walks you through the directions for that particular part of the bridge. And you're able to make it across. Just barely.
Thank you, Jonah. I love you.
You're welcome. Save up your hero points. Eisen, you said you wanted to go last.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I guess I'm up.
Okay, physical check. Benefit 2.
Right. Additional things to that, I don't believe. No. I do not. I'm going to use 2 hero points.
Okay.
Reroll 2 dice.
Boy.
Okay, we're good. 3 successes.
Gotcha. Then, Tecton, as you go, put on some gloves, making sure not to smudge. As you make your way across, take a breath of relief. No traps triggered. Last one. Eisen.
Yay! Would I be able to add a little something to maybe help me out even further?
What are you thinking?
So you said this bridge is like really unsturdy, right?
Unstable, yeah.
Would I be able to incorporate some of my silent gale techniques that allow me to fly? Not to fly itself, because I can't,
Mm-hmm.
but to like maybe lighten myself a little bit to make it so that I'm just less likely, even though we're already taking an ideal path.
I'll give you an extra d6 for that.
Oh boy. Okay. You said it's at benefit 2?
Benefit 2. Just need to roll
So-
above a 2.
Okay. 4 successes.
Okay. With that, as you leap glide light on your feet, and make it to the other side of the bridge without incident, Eisen. As Kenora would give you 2 thumbs up. Nice job. And here is caramel. It's got a little bit of cherry in it. She passes you a special caramel.
Oh my gosh! And he would gobble it up.
And I think you'd see, like, Kenora smiles, and at this point, like, you kind of, like, turn around a little bit, and you see a crow land on the bridge, Eisen. You can see this little bird, like, looks around, pecks at a rock. Boom! You watch as the entire bridge explodes in this, like, neon pink fireball as, like, multiple dimensional portals rip open as well, tentacles emerging. This poor crow is atomized in mere moments, and then you watch as the river itself lurches up as multiple, like, glyphs along the side of the bridge ignite, and the entirety of the bridge is hit by, like, these simultaneous tsunami waves that completely brush it clean of any matter, and then shoop, bridge back to the way it was.
Oh,
The poor crow.
Good thing we didn't experience that.
You did it, gang. You didn't die.
We didn't get fucking nuked.
So, what's next?
Onto the green light.
Gotcha. Who's taking the lead?
Matthias was the first one across the bridge, so I guess he'll continue being first.
Gotcha. Then, as you start to travel down this path, things get stranger. You can see that the mist is picking up a little bit. You all continue to move forward. To the northwest, you can see that there is a kind of, like, thicker, like, kind of dead forest of sorts as you are moving forward. At this point, it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon as you're just outside of this forest. Are you guys heading inside?
I get if that's where the light is.
Gotcha.
I mean, there are these hills over here. We could always go up the hill and try and look across.
I mean, it's foggy, right? The fog would
Yeah, that's
lay
actually
low.
that's true. All right, into the forest, I guess.
slowly and carefully.
Slowly and carefully.
Also, quickly.
But also fast.
Yeah.
But also stealthily.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Then just begin to head into the forest. I would like, at this moment, Matthias, roll D100 as you start to make your way into the thicket.
Okay.
Oh no. You can use a hero point to reroll that, right?
I have exactly 1 hero point, so I will re-roll. Much better.
Yeah, you're good. You go carefully, making sure to put on long sleeves, tucking pants into socks. You start to go through the thicket. Cade, you're up.
The second 100.
My favorite thing. Really?
You
Let's
need
just
the
say good for
reroll.
real.
Does anyone have a
I can
hero
bail
point?
you out. I can bail one person out.
I have some hero
Uh,
points.
Okay, then take the reroll.
yeah, please.
Yeah, you can have it.
Exactly enough for me now.
Nice.
Not funny.
Oh, nice.
Hey, instantly good.
Instantly good. As this point, you go, having Tecton once again looking out for you. As you go deeper into this dead forest, as you're a little distracted, Kate, because looking around, these trees are very, very sick. You can see that, like, as you pass by some of them, like, just pressing a hand against the bark causes it to deflate, almost like a balloon filled with shaving cream, as it pops like a pimple, this tree, as this, like, yellow bile starts to leak out, smelling noxious. Back away. You keep going. Tecton, your time to shine.
Yay!
29.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm not good.
Okay.
Okay, that's better.
Tecton, as you push through, you see that the land, the ground, it is certainly warped. Go ahead and make a mental check at benefit 1 as you try to look deeper into this area.
I'm assuming not artificer.
Not artificer, no.
3 successes.
Okay. Then, as you look about, you would see, the closer you get, there is, like, something called arcane scarring on, like, some of the land around. It happens when there are continuous warping effects of, like, a low magic variety. Low magic pulls energy in order to power itself, and so it can have negative effects on the land. From the look of this, you think that teleportation might be getting used here at a fairly high frequency, which has led to some of this scarring. Eisen, you're up.
Oob.
You push forward, Eisen, along with Kenora, who's trying to keep an eye on you. As you're going through, there's a moment where you're about to step, and you feel a metal arm grab your shoulder and, like, yank you back a little bit, Eisen. You're about to ask what's going on when Kenora, like, puts a finger to her lips, takes a stick, pokes the ground in front of you. A snare, a pit trap, activates as a leg would fall down and then would be hit from either side with these sharpened sticks, skewering a person there. As you progress forward, you can see deer, you can see parasaurs as well. You even see what appears to be like a stray dog that have all fallen victim to these traps. Like their flesh just completely metal, antimony. But you would notice other traps, Eisen, that are empty. you can see that it looks like whatever fell inside was pulled out. And as all of you continue to get closer, Kate, up ahead, you would hear talking. I don't know where to go. We've been traveling here for days. Fuck! What are we gonna do? It's alright. Everything's gonna be okay. Fuck, I don't know what to do. It seems like some people panicking.
Okay. Cade will sort of like motion that there's people talking up ahead. He is going to try and see if he can see the people who are saying this.
Gotcha. Make a physical check.
Yes. He is going to mentally try and see where these people are.
I will see with my mind's eye.
Yes,
Jimmy
yes,
Neutron.
yes.
Brain blast.
Yes. One success.
One success. Alright. Let's see here. Gotcha. In this case, as you go ahead, make your way forward, you kind of like peek through kind of a clearing just up ahead. As you do, you would see like this is like a small like graveyard of sorts, probably overgrown as the decades have passed by. As like you're looking through, you're trying to spot humanoid figures, but you don't, Cade. As you're kind of looking, just a little alarm bell goes in the back of your mind, and so you're ready. Because as all of you progress forward, you start to look first up in the air, and then down towards the ground, Cade. As you go ahead and do this, you can see kind of towards the ground, there are 3 small figures chatting in common. And as 3 raptors turn and see you, they don't have the element of surprise because you tied with them for the sight check. However, as 3 dromaeosaurs look at you, and one begins to squawk and charge forward, I'm going to need all of you to go ahead and roll for order.
Oh boy.
Great.
It's raptor time, boys.
Uh,
You don't like raptor time, Connor?
I love Raptor Time. I didn't like my order roll.
Ooh, raptor time.
I really don't like that order roll.
What'd you get for your order roll, Eisen?
5.
5. Matthias.
10.
10. Tecton.
8.
8. Cade. You're muted, Eli.
This is so embarrassing for you.
6.
6.
Yo.
Oh,
yo.
hey, yo.
Yo, add another 6 to that, man. We gotta cut out that juju.
And let's see, Eisen can leapfrog Nora. But it's the turn of the dromaeosaurs. They gave up their background actions, and they're these fast little duders.
Oh, they're tiny little guys.
They are. Aren't they cute?
No.
Chris.
I'm not
Scooter
gonna lie,
with
they
their
are
statues.
low-key kind of cute.
Alright, guy. Whose side are you on?
Well, they are going to dash forward, and they have pack tactics. So their damage rating increases by 2 for each other allied creature in range. So this will take a Dromaeosaur's damage rating from 3 all the way up to 7, as they are pouncing on Matthias. First attack is 0.
Get wrecked.
Second attack, 21.
That'd be stamina.
Gotcha, you dodge out of the way of the claws. And then 14.
Again, on stamina.
Gotcha. Then, as these little guys are leaping and jumping at you, Matthias, you're dodging out of the way, but it is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. First, Matthias will activate Ember of Rot
Okay.
for 3. Yeah. As a bonus action, what is taking is a healing potion, a background action?
Background action and all your movement, or you can use an action. Up to you.
Oh, well, I don't think I'm moving, so I'll use my movement and my background action to take, to drink level 2 healing potion.
Okay, okay.
And then, let me check. You. Okay. Matthias will target this one down here
Gotcha.
and attack.
Okay.
So I I guess I should roll for
Yep.
the damage. 3d6 plus 2.
Gotta figure out what you're cooking with.
10.
Okay, okay.
And then, so I get 5, another 1, 6. Okay. Take it.
Huh.
1 success.
Gotcha. That Dromaeosaur is going to take that on stamina as it's going to leap out of the way of the swing. As you watch as it looks to you and goes, "Help me! I'm lost! Help me!"
And yeah, that is Matthias' turn.
Okay. Tecton, you're up.
I I'll run up right there to put myself between Cade and them, and Kenora as well.
Okay.
And then let's see. Things I can do. Free action invocation stanza.
Okay, okay.
Then background action stanza of candor.
Okay.
And I would like to see if they have a weakness, please.
No. They don't have a weakness.
Cool, good to know.
They don't have any defenses either. They're just animals.
They're just there. Okay. Then I'm going to swing on the one right below me. And I have a friend, which is great because that means I get extra damage.
Yippee!
3 plus 1 friend for... Oh, that's... Ooh, 3 successes at 7 damage each. So 21.
21? That'll be a health block for this thing as you go ahead and you cut and you watch as this dromaeosaur, as you slash with your weapon, kind of like yelps, crying out, and then you can see it just turns to metal.
Ooh. 15. I will. I don't know if Knorr's a hand-to-hand person, do I?
Well, hand to hand.
I get it because she lost her arm.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for explaining.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Just for fun, I'll rotate myself around the metal one and end up here.
Gotcha.
So that Kenora can reach one of them at least if she needs to.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Gotcha. Cade, you're up.
Okay.
Pew, pew.
I don't like it when they gang up together, so I'm gonna pull one of these. Cade's gonna move like right here, and then he is going to activate his Riptide,
Okay.
and he is going to pull one of them 15 feet closer, so that they are right next to. Oops. Yeah, like right next to Eisen.
Gotcha.
All right. But then he is also going to do an arcane strike on that fellow down here. Wait, hold on, I can't remember how to do that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, he's going to do an arcane strike on one of them. What extra dice do I get because they're right next to him?
2d6.
Okay, cool. Really? Okay.
Wow.
Interesting. All right. Well, then that is 5 damage.
Okay, we'll take that on stamina as it leaps out of the way of the strike.
Okay. And Cade also wants to see if he can hear them talking, like what they're saying to each other.
Gotcha. Then, as you're listening, you can hear them say, "The shiny one, it's strong. Go for the other, the small, weak one."
They better not be talking about me. All right. All right. That's my turn.
Okay. Eisen, you're up.
Okay. Background action. I'll enter the Silent Gale.
Okay.
And would this constitute as duelist?
I'd say so.
Okay. Then I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
So a duelist, it's 96. Oh, why am I blanking here? Wow.
Huh.
What?
That's 3 ones in a row.
That's 6 damage.
6 damage? Gotcha. Then, as you swing, you crack this creature on its side. Take that on a health block, but see if its stumbling would cause it to... Oh, you watch as you punch this thing, and it stumbles back, Eisen, crashing against this gravestone. And as it does, you can see there's just like this thin cut on its shoulder. And it looks back, like in shock and surprise, and says, "I'm lost!" Huh! And then, metal.
Okay. And then I will run up to here. And that's my turn.
Gotcha. Then, on Kenora's turn, gonna run right here. She's going to clutch the amulet that she has around her neck. Gonna raise a finger, and she's gonna fire a radiant blast at this motherfucker. She's got some extra dice because of friends. Huh. Only 5. Well, that is... Yeah, that's only 1 success. That's fucking insane. As she fires the Radiant Blast, and this Dromaeosaur leaps out of the way. And that would be her turn. At this point, firstly, Matthias, can you roll a d3 for me?
Uh-oh. 1d3. A 2.
A 2? Fantastic. Then
Let's go.
the Dromaeosaurs on the tree. Right there. Begin to slither out. Then I need to roll something else. Oh goodness, I am rolling well. Well, first things first, Dromaeosaurs. They're going to go. And actually, I mean, kind of, now that everyone's run away, they kind of have to go for... No, they go for their friend. Yeah, they'd run right there. The other one, just get there. Let's see here. First things first, one of them is going to take an attack on Matthias again. Just because he has been annoying. So against Matthias. 15 damage, Matthias.
Yeah, that's on stamina.
Gotcha. Next, Tecton. And this is going to be damage rating 7. 21 on the first attack, Tecton.
Stamina.
Then, second attack. 14.
Stamina.
Gotcha. And as these creatures are attacking, you're ducking, dodging, diving. As you can see, they're leaping at you, Tecton, with their toe claws, raking the air just beside you. But haven't cut you yet. Matthias, you're up.
Alrighty. Matthias will... Sure. As a background action, yeah, as background action, Matthias will use his combat ability and gain some stamina points.
You know what? That's fair. I can see the vision.
And then, I should roll for my weapon. Oops. $11. One better than last time.
You're
Alright,
improving.
and then Matthias will attack this one down here. And he has friends. So that is 8, I think. Four. So that's 44 plus 5 is 49.
Yeah. As you slash into this Dromaeosaur, Matthias, you have this cut across its back. As the creature yelps out in pain, you can see it almost takes a second, realizing what's about to happen, before it turns to metal.
Alrighty. And then, sure, Matthias will move around. Actually, technically, Matthias can stay put. He has a 10-foot range.
Mm-hmm.
So, Matthias will stay there, and that'll be his turn.
Gotcha. Then as you end your turn, Matthias, you hear as some of the trees begin to crack. As you would see, Cade, another creature approaching. Standing on two legs, probably 16, 17 feet tall. You would know this as a Becklespinax. This creature tends to live in kind of more forested areas, but is considered a stronger swimmer. Definitely an apex predator slash scavenger on the food chain. And as this creature comes forward, you can see, like, it's moving with a strange gait. And as it looks ahead, its eyes are filled with, like, anger, rage, not really sure what. But it rolled a 9 for its order. And it's going to rush ahead. As it does so, Tecton, you watch as, with a mouth open, it rakes down and is going to try and swallow one of the dromaeosaurs whole. Just with its jaws.
Oh, going to the dinosaur. That's good.
Yeah! As it will go ahead and down the dromaeosaur in one bite. Because its bite has shear. And as it continues to run forward, it's going to make a claw attack at you, Tecton.
Oh no!
Oh, yes!
Oh, fuck.
Oh, only 24.
Oh no!
Tecton.
Does this have shear?
It doesn't.
Okay, that's an armor block.
Armor block, then. As this thing swings, you try and dive towards the ground, Tecton, as just a few of its claws, like, slam into your armor as you are sent flying 15 feet. And then it's going to try and rake Kenora
What's this guy's beef, dude?
for 36. As, ooh. See about Kenora here. Kenora can take that on stamina. Yes. As the claws rip into her armor. Or almost rip into her armor. She's just able to dive out of the way. And then this thing, like, turns its head up to the air and gives, like, this bellow that arcs across the forest. And that will be the Becklespinax's turn. Tecton, you're up. Look, it's another lizard like you.
Ow. Well. Yes. I'm now 15 feet away from it. Are we trying to fight this thing?
We have a choice. It's gonna chase us.
True. True. And running through the forest is not a great idea right now. Okay. However, also this thing could probably kill all of us. Does it look weakened at all?
Make a mental check.
Two successes.
It doesn't look necessarily weakened. It does look like it's in pain, though.
Uh-huh. First things first. We're gonna use a background action.
Well, I assumed the background
You
action
messed up
was
some-
trying to figure out if it was...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate then. 15 feet, 40 feet. That's doable. Yeah. I will. Yeah. Forward. Can I have a weakness?
A weakness. It's an animal. Doesn't really have a weakness. Um, you would see though that it appears again like it is distracted, and that could be a weakness. Distracted and definitely like not necessarily moving right.
Okay. Then can I attempt to go and attack one of its tendons, like on its leg, to try and slow it down further?
Sure.
Cool. I have one friend.
Mm-hmm.
This is too far away. Uh, so it's 4d6. And I'm assuming that doesn't count as a weakness to exploit.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's not really a weakness of it. No.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
That changes my rolls if I don't. All right. Oh wow, 2 successes at 7 each, 14 damage.
14 has a shield rating of 10. 4 gets through.
Hmm.
It will take that on stamina as it shifts its leg out of the way and gives you like a roar directly in your face, Tecton, as its eyes are now kind of like locking in on you. As you know what? From a certain point of view, you look like a dromaeosaur.
Bye.
Wow. 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 Is that racist?
That your turn, Tecton?
Stamina, bro. That's it.
Jade, you're up. What you got cooking, Cade?
Oh, you're muted, Eli. This is so embarrassing.
I'm sorry. I've been eating like pretzels and blowing my nose. I'm kind of sick in the background, and yeah.
Real issue.
Okay. Yeah.
Be
Okay.
me.
So can I enter my repository of information? This is not like the big question I want to ask, but would I know like whether or not the Becklespinax, whether it's like it's a movement-based vision, or is it like you can just see really well?
Go ahead and make a mental check at benefit 1.
Okay. This is nature related.
It is nature related.
Yeah, so I can use my Predict magic. It's a benefit 2. 166. Sorry. And 3. Oh, should be greater than 2. It wouldn't change anything. It's still just 2 successes.
Yeah, you didn't need a high roll. Movement-based vision is a movie myth. No dinosaurs had movement-based vision because that would lead them to be very bad hunters. T-Rex, like for instance, had incredible vision. Like it.
Yeah.
You know. So this thing likely has really good vision. Like it was probably able to see you from pretty far away in this fog, and like get right up on you guys. And like the dromaeosaurs probably attacked, but if you know this creature, it had probably been stalking you since the time you came into its territory.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. It can like see in color.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Okay, shit. In that case, yeah, that's an interesting one. All right. Jade is he's going to do an arcane strike at the Becklespinax.
Okay.
So that is going to be 5d6. I have Kenora's in range, so it makes it 66.
You know, if Tecton was just there, you would have another d6.
Yeah, come on, man.
10 stamina. It did 40 in its last great attack.
All right, Cade, good job. 0 successes.
But you gain a hero point.
Oh
Thanks.
wow.
Yeah.
Anything
All
else on your
right.
turn?
Y- uh, yes. Um. Okay. I mean, he kind of wants to just talk to it.
Okay.
Well, actually, I don't know. Yeah, he just wants to talk to it and see what it's saying.
All right. Are you just listening to it?
Yeah, just listen.
You hear it say, "Stay back, pain, ah, away," and it seems to like be like saying this to the dromaeosaurs, but you gain by the tenor like this thing is in some pain, Cade. Like it is it's a apex predator, but it's hurting.
Okay. Can Kate talk back to it, or is that too much for one turn?
I'd say you could get like a sentence or two out.
Okay, he's just going to say, "We will leave you if you leave us. We don't want to hurt you anymore."
Hungry, food, pain,
All right, well that's not going
stomach.
to work. Stomach. All right, Kate is going to relay that to everyone else. It's in pain and it said something about its stomach.
All right, that's Cade's turn.
Oh,
Eisen, you're up.
Yep.
Um. Oh man. Start of my turn. I'll enter the Northern Gale.
Okay.
I don't want to hit it. I'm gonna go like right here to get in between Tecton and the Becklespinax, and
Okay.
I guess I'll take the guard action and kind of hold off.
Okay. Okay. Got you. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's your turn, it'll be Kenora's turn. And you can take a hero point, Tecton.
hee hee.
And Kenora is going to also clock that. And she's going to like shift this way and she's going to fire at that dromaeosaur just to make sure there are no loose ends. And let's see, this would just be a straight roll for her, no benefit from individuals. Dang, she's rolling like crap. Dromaeosaur is going to use the rest of its stamina points to dodge that. And actually, Kenora's gonna run up and she's gonna try and use a power cap dagger attack. And she misses. That's a hero point, so is what it is. Top of the round, Dromaeosaur. Looking at everything. Action dash. It runs away. But that being the
You know what? That's a smart dinosaur.
Matthias,
Smarter
you're
than
up.
us.
Okay. Let's see. Uh. Okay. Uh. Let's roll.
Mhm.
12. Oh boy, an increase of 1 again. Yeah, I think yeah. I think Matthias would probably step forward
Okay.
and make an attack. I think that would be 7. Yep. So that's 24 plus 5 is 29.
29, shield rating of 10, so 19. Can just take that on stamina as you watch the Becklespinax quickly backsteps away from your attack, swings its tail at you, causing you to have to like duck, dodge back, Matthias.
And as a background action, Matthias will gain some more stamina points.
Gotcha.
And that will be his turn, I guess.
It's your turn. Well, Becklespinax was attacked, so he's gonna fight back. He's gonna make a bite attack against Matthias. 48?
Oh boy. Yeah, that's a health block.
Health block? Uh-oh.
Do you not have armor?
Or, sorry, not a health block. Yeah, armor.
You should have 2 armor blocks.
Oh my
Please.
god. Okay.
Yeah, it is at your
You should have
one.
2.
So if you don't have 2, you're metal.
What was that?
So it's taking 2 health or armor blocks.
Oh yeah, I had 2 armor blocks.
Okay.
And we have our one per
Bricks.
session thing too.
Playing with fire. Then, as it tries to like bite into you, Matthias, it literally picks you up and starts shaking you around like a rag doll. And then, like, when it's not able to bite through your actual armor, throws you away.
Fun.
Then it's going after Kenora. As Kenora just looks back and goes, Matthias, get back here! Oh, damn it! And claw coming down at her. That's gonna be armor block for Kenora, as she's gonna get hit backward. And then Becky Spiny.
Okay. I'm guarding.
Yes. So go ahead and roll those d6s for the guard.
What? Is it just a physical check or? What is
You
that?
roll d6s equal to half your power score rounded up when a creature makes a damage roll against you.
Okay, so only 1. Okay. Stop lagging. Why are you lagging? Okay, 0.
Gotcha. So he's a swinging. Let's see here. Yeah. 36.
Shield rating of 10.
Okay, so 26 damage
So-
to you.
Stamina.
Then you were just able to barely dodge out of the way of the Becklespinax's claws, as it is getting frustrated though, and it's making its way towards the chicken nugget. This thing.
Right.
And that's gonna be its turn.
Why?
Because you look like
Okay.
prey.
Okay, first thing, can I yell at Cade to tell it we will get rid of the metal creatures if it leaves us alone?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and just sit down and have a conversation with him.
Then, with my background action, actually, you know what? We're gonna do it with our movement. So yeah, with my movement, I'm going to drink a stamina potion.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ. Then background action, I'm going to give. I'm going to give eyes and I don't think Cade or Matthias can reach. You have what, 30 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't reach. Yeah, Eisen, you get to re-roll 2 dice on your next damage roll.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hold my action to attack it. Specifically in the belly.
Okay.
Assuming Cade fails to convince it.
Gotcha. So that'll be Tecton's turn. Cade, you're up.
All right. Cade's gonna try and get his attention. Be like, "Hey, over here,"
It'll look to you.
and he'll say, "Do not eat us. We know why your stomach hurts. If you draw blood, it will turn to metal. You cannot eat anything right now. Have to stop. We can help you get it out of your stomach. We can help heal you. Cannot eat us though."
Make a mental check at benefit 1.
Four successes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for this thing. For Mr. Beckel. You can see the creature stops. Stop. Pain. You. Hurt. Dice. Pain.
And Cade will just sort of like put out his arm slowly as like a show of like that he doesn't have any weapons drawn or anything. Say, "Metal, it's in your stomach. Cannot draw any more blood until we stop this.
You get
There's a
metal
reason
out.
that the forest. Yes, we can help you."
The Becklespinax is going to assume a more defensive stance, but you don't think it has any interest in attacking anymore. You've convinced it, Cade. For the time being, we're going out of order. This combat's dying down. What are you guys doing?
Cade will ask the
So-
dinosaur, "Let my friends come to me, and we will talk, and we will have a solution for you."
You can see the Spinax will just look at you. Don't think it's saying no, but also it doesn't really nod. It's not what it does.
Yeah.
Oh, very carefully shift over.
Oh man.
Leave me alone.
Cade is going to like
Hey.
sort of like keep eye contact with him. Be like,
He's just
"We
gonna be
will
close
help
by.
you." Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
Um,
Alright, so does anyone know how to get metal out of a dinosaur's belly?
without cutting it, no.
Yeah.
Can someone crawl
However-
inside?
Uh,
I'm just spitballing.
I'll do
I'm
it.
gonna shrink.
Um,
Um.
the other option is convince it that we're going to undo the meddling that has happened already. We just have to go further into the woods.
Yeah.
I don't know how likely it is to believe that. Because it's in pain now and it wants it to stop.
Yeah.
So
You know, I used to eat brass on the mountain and I would throw up when I did that. Maybe you just need some grass.
Oh, yeah. Can Cade go through? He is going to try and think back through to these dinosaurs, and he wants to know like what's something they can't eat. I mean, like, can they even throw up? I'm assuming they can throw up.
Carnivores mostly can throw up, yes.
Okay, cool. He wants to go through his sort of repository of information, see like how do we get it to throw up? How can you force it?
Gotcha. Then make a mental check. This would be a nature check.
All right. So 6d6. Is it All right. So I would be at benefit 2. It's about an animal. I don't suppose I could swing it being a scientist thing as well.
Now, scientists would be like, oh, if you're attempting to
Yeah.
like make something.
Yeah. All right. So CS greater than 2. Okay. 4 successes.
Gotcha. So, as you think back, you go to your time at university studying like chemicals, animals, biology, things like that. Like there are some things that like you definitely know that you could use. Like there are some fungi that if you got in the forest in the woods would probably lead to regurgitation. If you found like oleander, um, like there are certain types of like tannins. Like if you eat like a bunch of acorns, for instance, you're gonna throw up,
Oh,
or like oak
right.
leaves or
Yeah.
stuff like that. Um, if you could find them, some like warts in the forest you could get, or like ivy, for instance, that causes like foam in the stomach, and that would probably allow this thing to throw up. Or like you just put the right concoction of chemicals directly in the stomach, like most digestive systems for animals that can throw up would just expel it quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Uh. Here's the thing: is that he's gonna look around, and I don't know if any of that kind of stuff is gonna be around here. Now, is it? It's a lot more moist,
Mm-hmm.
and is it quite hot here?
It's summer, yeah.
Okay, it's quite hot, so there's probably going to be a decent amount of fungi around.
Yeah, like you'd be able to find
Um.
fungi in the area.
All right. Kate is he's just going to relay this information to the group. So, like, I think I can get it to throw up. Um, and then he's going to go back to the Becklespinax.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, you have metal in your stomach. The way to get it out is we can get you to throw up. You'll need to regurgitate out the metal.
Okay. Do now.
We will find some fungi and some plants to feed you, and we will help you throw up. We will do this for you if you promise not to eat us.
Agree. Do now.
Okay. Yes. All right, so Cade's gonna look around, and does he see any of the fungi anywhere? I mean, he's gonna tell the rest of the group what we need to be looking for.
Yeah,
It's
like
like look for the fungi, look for the oleander, yeah.
yeah, like if you give the group the task and all of you got to work, like within a few minutes you would come back with piles like fungus and like naturally occurring herbs and things like that that might do the trick.
All right, let's do it.
Who's feeding these things to this creature?
I'll do it.
Okay. Then you watch as the Becklespinax like gets down and almost like a crocodile sunbathing just like opens its jaws wide on the ground.
And Cade is going to, I mean, he's going to try and give the air of like he is calm around this animal, but he also wants it to know that he does respect the animal.
Gotcha.
So he is going to try to be like humble before it, I guess. So he is going to put it into his mouth.
Gotcha.
and say, "Wait, you will throw up."
And you can see the Spinax will like nod. It goes up, and within a few seconds, Cade, you would see kind of like the eyes of this creature like perk up, and it kind of like begins to like move its head side to side. No, feel good. Stomach hurt. And you can see it begins to like pace back and forth, like stumbling. And then you can see like it's sort of like foam at the sides of the mouth. And at this moment, you watch as the eyes grow real wide, Tecton. You think it's anger. And then it's not. And then you hear Harriman, "Guys, I found!" And you watch as the Becklespinax turns and, like a cannon, starts launching vomit laced with antimonied creatures at Harriman. And it is here where we will end the session for today.
Amazing.
Can't
Amazing.
really say I saw that one coming. Okay.
Good
That's so
job,
funny.
gang. And all of you can go ahead and take 4 hero points.
Yay! We helped the creature.
Yay. For when I
See you later.
eventually roll
Thanks for
like
the session, Colin.
3
Bye,
on
Jonah.
the D100.
See you, Jonah. See, look at that. 2 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
We're so heroic.
You're so heroic. You did it, gang.
I was really worried that the stomach acid was going to cause it to just blow up.
I was okay. So in the back of my head, I was like, okay, low key. If it doesn't work, then hopefully it will cause like some internal bleeding or something like that, and it'll like, I don't know, or like maybe one of us can just like sneak up and be like, okay, we're gonna surgically remove it because I don't know. I was like, there needs to be a backup plan here.
Now you
I mean, I'm
just-
sure he. I don't know.
You loaded this stuff up with enough drugs to make a blue whale, like, spill its guts.
Yeah.
This thing? Mm-mm. Nah, and it was already trying to... I mean, it just had, like, chunks of antimony in its stomach. Like, it just needed
Yeah.
that shit to go. But you did it.
Yay! Shout out to Connor for his quick thinking of getting it to throw up.
Yep. Make it puke. Make it puke. It has never steered you wrong.
No.
Puke and rally.
Puke and rally. Puke and rally. Yep. So now we get into a new mechanic of Cade's.
I know the taming.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I've been looking forward to.
My gosh, we're gonna tame a dinosaur.
Yeah, I mean,
We're just playing Ark Survival. Everyone beat it up with a club and then shove fish up its ass.
I was thinking more like Far Cry Primal, but sure, you could go the Ark method of beat it half to death and then shove food up its ass. Oh, well, also giving it enough narcotics to kill a city.
Oh yeah, I picked 3,000 narco berries. Here you go.
Here you go, beautiful creature. I'm respecting you. Up the ass.
I need you to be knocked out for the next 3 months.
It's gonna take 36 hours to tame you, so, you know, is what it is.
It's actually so absurd how long it takes shit to tame in that game.